At this point in the filming, it's been 10 months since we moved onto the boat full time, and I learned a hell of a lot during that time. But probably the most impactful thing for me personally was to stop trying to plan everything and to go with the flow. You don't have to go with the flow when you live on a boat, but it helps. Guys, we're filming. I've got my cruising hat on, which means that we're cruising. We're gonna cast off and then we're gonna go towards Napton on the hill, Napton Junction, and see what looks good around there. Not really sure how far we're gonna go, right?
No idea.
Not
Wherever
sure.
The wind takes us.
Exactly, we're gonna just go in that direction and work it out as we go. Let's go, let's do it.
You may be wondering how I got here. And this
It's
camera...
the magic of cinema. It's real life.
Real life, not scripted.
It's not scripted. It's as it happens, you know? We just do things by being in the correct place at the right time. That's all it is. Look at my tomatoes. There's 3 little tomatoes and lots more flowers, which hopefully will also become tomatoes. I fed them yesterday, so they should be growing big and strong. We'll see. Hold it until the next boat goes by. Summer can be really busy for us work-wise because we work with a lot of UK festivals, and it also means that we work through a lot of weekends in the summer. So when this sunny Monday came along, which was looking fortuitously quiet, on a whim we decided to set off in the direction of Napton and hopefully take a few days off to explore the area and then see where we wanted to go from there. Quick, before someone else gets here. Quite busy at the moment, so we do need to be fast about it. Get the tiller on. Oh, you've done it. I look like a dweeb in my hat. I feel like I look like all the other gentlemen in their hats, but they might respect me more. I should drive for a bit. Let's go for a new adventure. This was such a nice spot.
Yeah, it's a good
I really liked it here. Onwards. See how busy it's going to be. Living on a narrowboat really lends itself to a spontaneous holiday. I mean, obviously, people pay a lot of money to do this as a holiday. I don't take that for granted. I can't lose it. It's got a special hat attachment technology for specifically that very reason. Run. Oh, you see?
Wow.
It would have happened. That would have been it.
Wow, technology.
Wow, quite windy.
That's it.
Look at me driving.
Look at her driving.
Like a professional. Oh, it's Bridge 100. It's a nice round number. As it's summer, it was really busy and we were constantly passing other boats going in the opposite direction, and you always meet them in the worst possible place. Blind bends, tiny bridges. Is it like an X-working?
Yeah, it's an X-working.
Like a modern X-working. This stretch of canal we're on from Braunston to Napton is both the Oxford Canal and the Grand Union, simultaneously. 2 canals in one, a collab. After Napton, it becomes the South Oxford, and the Grand Union continues west towards Warwick and eventually north to Birmingham. But right now we're on the Oxford, which is also the Grand Union, for a bit. We'd seen this house in the distance when we were on a walk the previous winter, and we were really intrigued by it because it was absolutely enormous, just this huge house plopped in the middle of the rural landscape, and it looked like it was still under construction, so it wasn't some old relic. As we came level to it on the canal, there was a massive gap in the hedge in front of it, so because we're incredibly nosy, we decided to moor up and have a closer look. It's quite rare to see a massive new build mansion in the middle of the countryside like this, because it's really difficult to get planning permission to build them. I did a bit of research, and one way to do it is to argue that the building will be of exceptional quality or innovative design. You can just about see that this house is nestled in the middle of a disused railway embankment, and apparently this was what clinched it for the planning committee. The top floor is going to be level with where the rail track was, so the house is kind of flush with the old rail line. It's quite an interesting way of incorporating a new dwelling into the existing landscape. You certainly can't miss it for miles. I also did a deep dive into why some hay bales are round and others are square, in case you're wondering, because I was wondering. Apparently it's down to the equipment used to make the bales, and square bales are smaller and they're easier to handle, but they cost a lot more. So now we know. Anyway, after I stopped to be nosy, we continued our journey. It's so nice to be able to just hop off and stop when you see something interesting, and there's a surprising amount of interesting things to see. Travelling this slowly forces you to look around and really notice your surroundings, and I found myself endlessly inspired by the shapes, the colours and the textures all around us. Not just the nature, but the farmland, the architecture, all of it in its variety and how it changes throughout the seasons. I honestly can't think of a nicer way to travel.
Don't know me, but you always do. You feel me in you as you close your eyes. It's funny how we never touched, yet somehow I remember the feeling of through space and time. What is time, if nothing but a space for me to find myself in another kind of friend?
Very cool. Their tomatoes are thriving. What is this?
And how much would this property cost in London?
It's got to the point where you can't even imagine them in London. It's too big.
It's too big. Yeah.
It's too big,
No
and
way.
this. I mean, yes, there is something growing inside it, but that's probably a feature. The amount of ventilation means that there won't be damp.
I mean, that's about like 10k a month.
Can't afford it. Wow. It's like being on open water. Look at this. So, single occupancy studio apartment.
Absolutely beautiful location.
Benefits from manure pile.
Huge.
Outside space.
I mean,
Plenty of
nowadays,
land.
3.5
Yeah. Great for maybe artists or creatives.
Oh, so
Could
true.
be used as a studio. Where are we going?
We're deciding on the fly. Christina doesn't like.
Left or right? Straight on. All right.
Right.
Well, no, I think at this point we're just going straight on.
Oh, we're literally here. At the,
This is where we are.
Oh, okay. So we're taking a leap of faith.
A
into
leap
the
of
unknown.
faith into the... Will it be towards Oxford, or will it be towards Warwick and Stratford upon Avon?
Got a coin. Toss it.
Flip it.
I think Oxford sounds nice. Personally.
Well, I think let's definitely go down that way because we'll be by Napton. Then we can go to the cidery, we can go to the shops, and then see how we feel. I mean, I'd love to go to Oxford. Can you imagine what good bookshops they have there?
Oxford
Ooh,
sounds nice.
Coming up to the Napton junction. Let me
Right,
flip
just
you
whizzed
around.
out.
That's the turning off.
Ah, they label it Boston. That's That's how important it is.
Braunston, the heart of the British waterways. So that way is Stratford-upon-Avon. Should we ask them how it was? They're here somewhere. Napton. Napton. So here we've got the other marina in Napton, Napton Marina. And they've got a hire fleet, that's them. Got nothing bad to say about them. Never seen them doing anything bad. Well done. Well done, Napton narrowboats. Whatever training you're doing, it's working.
I think that's the key. They do some training.
Some training has taken place because I've never seen one of their boats causing chaos. Congratulations. Arriving in Napton. Officially.
It's great parenting.
That is 6 swan babies. Congratulations. That's the most we've seen so far. Very impressed. They're going straight for that boat. Like literally one of them just got dragged along on the front. As this is a contour canal, it wraps around Napton Hill, which means that on the approach it feels like it slowly reveals itself to you with each turn, and wow, I can't imagine a prettier village view. The windmill in the background? Please, it's too much for me. Napton has had a windmill since 1543, and this actual one dates from 1835 and is now Grade 2 listed and privately owned. Imagine living in a windmill. It's like living in a lighthouse. Are you a Studio Ghibli character? Are you a Moomin? You just have to make it your whole personality. People would surely introduce you at parties as the person who lives in a windmill. You'd have to embrace it. So we just moored up in Napton. That's our new farm neighbours. It's a really nice spot. Okay, let's go and explore Napton. It's like a postcard. Just idyllic. Look how cute that is. Oh, wow. I like how it's got a quotation mark, a real pub. Yeah, we're definitely going to come here for one.
Look at the sheep.
Do they want a little petting? Because they look like they might. Wow. You'd think that by this point I'd be over sheep, but I'm not. I'm so delighted to see every single sheep. Holiday cottages to let. If you want to come stay in Napton, you can stay at the Folly. And this would be your view. You get to see the sheep. That's nice. What a pub garden. Love that.
Look at the size of that post box.
Comparison.
It's a mailbox for nice. Wow.
You can help yourself to things in the hot cabinet, so you can help yourself to your cheese and pasty.
Nature's farmers
Oh my
market.
god, look at how good that wall is. It's like a proper old-fashioned wall. They don't let me out much, but when they do... Review the cheese and onion bake.
It's incredible how much diversity there can be in a cheese and onion bake. I had one just a couple of days ago from Braunston, and that was absolutely delicious and probably the best cheese and onion bake I've ever had. This, it doesn't quite match the heights, but it's a completely different flavour profile, different cheese, you can see different colour. Very, very good. I mean, obviously what we're looking at here is the commercialised versions that just, they don't live up to the much more traditional or homemade versions that we've got here. But I'll continue this journey.
You can see the cheese and the onion.
Exactly. Don't get that. You know, something bought from like a supermarket. Oh, I don't even talk about Greg's. I mean, obviously we did eat a free one the other day, but you know, it was free.
That's kind of what started it all.
Oh, well, I suppose in this journey.
Yeah, you just got a Greg's, instead of getting a sausage roll, you got the cheese and onion.
Yeah.
And here you are.
Yeah, that's kind of like 1 out of, maybe a 2 out of 10. But I mean, this is probably a sort of a 7, I'd say.
Okay, great.
But the Braunston one was an 8, I think, maybe an 8.5.
It's good that you're leaving room.
Yeah, Braunston Butchers was the one that I'd recommend so far, but we'll continue.
The journey continues. Look at that roof. It's beautiful.
It's 4:50.
It's cidery time.
Oh.
Come on. I wasn't actually asking the time. It's 4:50.
So there was a comment on the last vlog
There was.
that said someone was in America and cider isn't a very popular drink.
It wasn't
So
very widely available.
we'd like to dedicate this to you.
This one's for you.
Number 6 is either like a fan favourite or people really don't like it.
Really?
Yeah. And that's the same with Lost Apple now kind of flavour. Oh, I just love it like to bits.
Ooh.
I really like that one.
Oh, yeah.
So now I can have a whole pint of that and be absolutely fine. Like it doesn't my like taste buds gets better. Go on.
Oh, that's nice. And just from the picture, that is completely my brand. 3 number 4s for me. 3 number 3s for Andrew. Boom. Precious cargo in hand. I think it feels right.
I mean, it was great cider. Really, really
And they were
good.
so nice in there. They let us try everything. Horsefield, sheepfield. They're sharing. When it comes to holidays, I'm naturally a planner. When I'm going somewhere new, I'm pulling up Google Maps, I'm making a whole itinerary, a schedule, a list, I have screenshots, I've read the reviews, I'm making reservations. But when you live on a boat and you want to visit somewhere on a canal, you don't really need to plan anything. You're travelling with your whole house with you, like a snail. You just need to pick which direction you want to go in and start heading that way. And I found that really liberating and really fun to just discover new places as you get to them, without too many preconceived ideas about what they'll be like.
What's the structure over there?
Oh, in the distance?
Yeah.
There it is. What in the world?
Just look at this. It's a collapsed pylon. It's what society would look like if everything just fell apart. It's amazing. So cool.
It's a hell of a day to wear white trousers. I wish I had some fun historical facts for you about the electricity pylons, but I've got nothing. I can't find any information about them. Months after this visit, I actually got chatting to a very nice man who lives in one of the houses by the Canal in Napton, and he told me that they'd already been there when he moved in many years ago. So we know they're not recently felled. It seems like they were no longer needed, so they just pulled them down and left them there, and they've stayed there for years. Certainly not something you see every day. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed coming with us on this impromptu trip. Don't forget to subscribe so you can find me again, and I'll see you next time.